This evening I'm reading two poems by Gwendolen Haste, published in The Last Best Place, a Montana anthology, edited by William Kitteridge and Annick Smith. The first one is A Ranch in the Coulee by Gwendolen Haste. He built a ranch house down a little draw so that he could have wood and water near. The bluffs rose all around. She never saw the arching sky, the mountains drifting clear. But to the west the close hills fell away, and she could glimpse a few feet of the road. The stage to Roundup went by every day, sometimes a rancher down-bowed with his load, an auto swirling, dusting through the heat, or children trudging home on tired feet. At first she watched it as she did her work. A horseman pounding by gave her a thrill. But then, when her brain began to lurk, the fear that if she lingered from the cell, someone might pass unseen. So she began to keep the high road always within sight. And when she found it empty along, she ran and beat upon the pane and cried with fright. The winter was the worst. When snow would fall, he found it hard to keep her quiet at all. The Ranch in the Coulee by Gwendolen Haste. The second poem is Horizons, also by Gwendolen Haste. I had to laugh, for when she said it, we were sitting by the door, and straight down was the fork, twisting and turning and gleaming in the sun, and then your eyes carried across to the purple bench beyond the river, and the Beartooth Mountains fairly screaming with light and blue and snow, and fold and turn of rimrock and prairie as far as your eye could go. And she says, "Dear Laura, sometimes I feel so sorry for you, shut away from everything, eating your heart out with loneliness, and when I think of my own full life, I wish you could share it. Just pray for happier days to come and bear it." She goes back to Billings to her white stucco house, and looks through net curtains at another white stucco house, and a brick house, and a yellow frame house, and 6 trimmed poplar trees, and little squares of shaved grass. Oh dear, she stared at me like I was daft. I couldn't help it. I just laughed and laughed. That was Horizons by Gwendolen Haste.